Massive demonstrations against the present government of Turkey are taking place, particularly in Ankara and Istanbul. Some call the unrest the beginning of the Arab Spring. So the question is why these unrests are taking place now.
My name is Souad. I think we need to visit 1920s. There was a independence war in Turkey, and Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of Turkish Republic, declared that this country will be a republic. There should be democracy. There should be free elections. There should be freedom. And the country was accepting it. 1960, there was a military coup in Turkey. There was lots of chaotic years from 1960 to 1980. The economy went to the extreme liberalism. The gap between the poor and rich increased. And then we started seeing a religious party. Erdogan was one of the members of that party.
He was supposed to be a representation of the poor. He was supposed to be the change from the traditional elite in Turkey, which is, the Kemalists, essentially. My name is Elif Genç, and I just recently finished my master's at York University. I think what is so crucial is to understand that Erdogan himself and AK Party themselves claim they are a social democratic party. They are not Islamist, and that was never their platform. They actually, when they came into power, their platform was very much, tied to the EU. They were interested in European accession.
And this party, Recep Tayyip's party, was kind of accepted even by the these yuppies.
This rise of AK Party represents an entire shift of the Turkish elite from the traditional elite in Turkey, which were the Kemalists, they were the army. There is now a rural population. They used to be rural and pious. These people benefited from the neoliberalism coming into Turkey, and they themselves became university graduates, and now they are an elite themselves. These people are the ones that are his support base.
He maintained the economic plan, sort of more privatization and more open liberal economy. On the social issue, you're talking about the SCAF. Is there anything else?
There was some religious schools, ilahiyat faculties. They started with letting them, I think they lowered the education level to become a member of parliament, and they accepted the religious graduates of religious schools to be in the parliament. And now all of a sudden, why? Why? Because he feels very secure lately. He feels like he has the majority, and most important, there is no opposition. AKP is acting like the only party.
And maybe hard to kind of understand is that the army and the government are almost separate, completely separate entities, right? And in the past, the army controlled the government. What Erdogan did, what Erdogan did is that he really diminished the power of the army. And the way he did this is by basically turning Turkey into a police state. I mean, Turkey has really become a police state. There are more journalists in jail in Turkey than Iran and China.
Military is eliminated. The writers, whoever was opposing him, is eliminated. No other party to give us a voice. And then he started feeling very powerful and started his own agenda very openly, saying that no abortion, no drinking in public places, you should have 3 kids at least. And they were building malls everywhere.
Especially what's going on in Istanbul is that Erdogan has been doing a mass kind of neoliberal urbanization, and so he's really been privatizing these might seem so irrelevant, but it's actually very significant because they are beautiful historical places. What really led to this like uproar, mostly youth, but with differing sort of not even agendas, but I mean they're just all together fed up with Erdogan, and for a number of reasons.
And all the other people who had bottled anger against the government went there to support them. That's how it started.
Okay, so what's the future? Let's end with that. What do you think is going to happen next?
I personally would like to see a new party, political party, to give a voice to these people. We don't have it at the moment. I don't know why, because at one point he's right. He is democratically elected, and if we want to stay a democratic state, they should fight with him at the election. And get the people behind you, whatever it takes, then take the government. Otherwise, it will be another blow to democratic system.
I'm Souad Sharabani.